This is the card Jonathan got for a little party to celebrate him graduating from college, which was taking him down to Leeds University to be a petrochemical engineer, which is where I come in to help him get down to Leeds and get him set up. So on Friday morning, I went to the house for 7:30 or thereby to get him all packed up. Took half an hour to get him packed up. He did quite a good job himself. However, as we were going through the last little bits and pieces of things, what did we find? Exhibit A. Some rather sort of baggy men in tights, ski gear, right? What had just been put into the bag to be disposed of. Guess what else was in that bag? Oh, a pair of ski goggles. Guess what else was in the bag? Oh, another pair of ski goggles with spare lenses. Now, the point is, Jonathan has never ever to be trusted with anything ever again. Ever before. Why he got that, we don't know. Because we went skiing back in January, as we do now and again. And we don't ever let Jonathan take anything away. Why? Because back in January, we were pulling all the equipment together, which I keep. And Jonathan said, oh, I don't have any ski gloves. We went through the big bag of ski equipment. Guess what? We couldn't find all the ski gloves. And I said, I'm sure that we had all these things. They went, no ski gloves. And we could only find 2 right ski gloves. And we thought, how the hell have we got 2 right ski gloves? These are expensive ski gloves. Bottom line is, we couldn't find them. Jonathan swore blind he had never seen them, didn't have them. Guess what we found after we came back skiing? 2 left ski gloves to go with the 2 right ski gloves that I had. In the meantime, I had to spend 160 quid on Blair to go and buy some replacement ski gloves. So now we've got ski gloves coming out of ears, and now if I hadn't basically done the move with Jonathan, we'd have been missing goggles and everything. Guess what else we found? Wine gums. It was a present. Well, I said, we'll take those in the car and we'll eat them on the way down. Oh no, because they were out of date. Out of date? Wine gums. It just never happens. So, we were travelling down and I phoned my brother. And we asked him the question, do wine gums ever go out of date? Just like that, wine gums never go out of date. So I ate all the wine gums on the way down. Happy days. And then the journey itself wasn't exactly a piece of cake because the weather was great, but there was more roadworks. We went down in the west on the M74 to M6 to then cut across, but we missed the turn off. Nobody's fault, my fault if anybody's. Anyway, all the way down, basically I kept looking at my phone, and at the top of my phone there was a little blue line at the top of the screen, and I kept going, I wonder what that's there for. So anyway, we were almost into Leeds, and I threw the phone over to Jonathan. I said, listen son, go and get that blue line off, I just can't seem to shake it. Oh no, says him. He says, I'll never get rid of that. He says, that's your personal hotspot. He says, I switched it on when we got in the car. My phone's buggered. He says, I've been using it all the way down. Oh, brilliant, says I. Fan-bloody-tastic. Oh, not to mention the fact that before we left the house, did everybody have everything to eat? Was everybody full? Oh, everybody's fine. Everybody's happy. We're in the car. About 2 hours later, I'm starving. I need some food. So we pull in just to get a little bite to eat. Bloody hell, man. We just got everything you could possibly want. So anyway, we got down to Leeds without too much of a problem for about, can't remember now, 12:30, 1 o'clock, thinking, great, plenty of time to get down, get the business done, and for me to get the hell out of Dodge before the traffic builds up. So we went to the estate agents, got the keys, he registered and all the rest of it, but there'd been a fault with the cooker for about the better part of 10 days, 2 weeks, and that was mentioned, and the electrician had been called every day, and he hadn't been going out, and it was all a big problem. And we got the keys. went to the flat, offloaded everything. Of course, it's on the 4th floor. Of course, there's no lift, so we get everything offloaded. We then go to uni so Jonathan can do his paperwork. That was a disaster. Pins weren't working, passwords weren't working. It was high stress. Eventually battered through that. Eventually we went to the shops to get Jonathan kitted out. Why? Well, that's his upcoming card. So that was an IOU from me to number one son on his graduation thing. And the irony is, we gave him the card. He never reads his cards properly, you know, like a lot of people don't, and he just fires on to look for the present. Hey, there wasn't any present, there was just a little bit of cash in the card, and pretty disappointing. Anyway, he hid it very well, I have to say, and the irony is that he didn't read the back of the card. He kept saying, where's my present, where's my present? Said, oh, it's close, close, you're getting hot. And it took him about 5 minutes with a lot of pointing and chuckling to actually find out his present was actually written on the back of the card. So I went to the shops, we got lots of pots and pans and bits and pieces, but you know what? Met his flatmate Jamie, nice guy, going to be 3 guys together. None of them know how to make a house into a home. Girls are really good for that. They'll buy little frilly bits and little soft furnishings and just to personalise things and make it all. Boys just don't do that. I don't think they've got the skill set. They're just cold and functional. I think that's just a difference of the sexes, you know. So anyway, we got all the bits and pieces, got them kitted up, and I would say we did quite a good.
Trying to make my way home after dropping Jonathan off. It's now what time it is, back of 6 o'clock. Took me an hour to get out of Leeds, just a blinking nightmare, digging up the whole of the A1, so I've pulled in for a wee pit stop. Trying to get healthy, so nice little bag of sushi there, should be nice and tasty, trying to make me feel quite good about myself. However, not to go too far, some cheer up food, some nice low fat, possibly balancing out the sushi, like it. Okay. Just had Jonathan on the phone. Their cooker never worked in the flat, which is outrageous. His mate's been living in the flat for a better part of 2 weeks, Jamie. When we checked in yesterday, there was almost a bit of a complaint because the electrician still had not been out to inspect the cooker 2 weeks down the line, and the boy had just been buying takeaways and just getting on with the microwave. I phoned Jonathan this morning, said have you checked the lease because we need to basically be getting this sorted. So the both boys checked the lease, they read to me the clauses and all the rest of it, getting it all sorted. And then what happened was, just as an afterthought, I thought, why do you think it's not working? Oh, Jamie says, well, you have a look at it. So he had a look at it and he goes, yeah, it's not working, Dad. I've got the manual out, it's not doing this, it's not doing that, it's not doing that. And I said, is it doing anything? He went, no. I went, is there any power on at all? And he goes, I don't know. I says, well, see if the switch is on. So he says, oh, there's a socket here, it looks as if it's on. I says, it should be a big red one. So he looked, hidden behind the microwave is this power socket for the cooker. Guess what? He flicked it, it works now. 2 weeks later. Boys should not be allowed to live on their own. They cannot survive. It is impossible. They do not know how to switch the power onto the cooker. They were starving.